Welcome to Camping Secrets, Home Office Edition. Hi there, welcome to Camping Secrets. I'm Marky Mark. We've got something slightly different for you today. It's a Thursday afternoon. I've just finished work. And tomorrow on Friday, for the weekend, I've got to be in Skegness. And it's about a 4-hour journey from here. I've got a weekend at Butlins with my friends, fancy dress, the lot, partying. But the thing is, I've got no time left to take off work. I've got work tomorrow. It's Thursday. I've got to work Friday. So I've come up with this idea, this plan, pack my stuff now, drive up towards Skegness, and then find a secret spot to wild camp in the van, a stealth camp, and see how the night goes. And then first thing in the morning, I can set up my home office in the van, do a full day's work, but then I'm in Skegness and I don't have that 4-hour journey. Will it work out? Will I find somewhere to stay? Will I get any sleep? Let's find out. So before I set off on the journey to Skegness, I'll just talk you through roughly what I've got. I've got a suitcase here full of fancy dress gear for Butlins. It's an 80s theme, so my era. Loads of wigs as well, if you're wondering. I've got a ton of water in the van for the evening. Got a bit of booze for the weekend, but we'll be buying mainly drinks at Butlins. And then over this side, I've got the work side of things. I've got my work laptop, phone, headset. So I do a lot of teleconferencing around the world as part of my job. So, and then I've got the main crux of my system here. It's the Bluetti AC 180 power station. And this is brilliant. It's got 1800 watts of power. I'm not going to need anywhere near that. I'm not boiling kettles or anything like that. I just want to power my laptop. And these power packs are absolutely perfect for that job. It's got AC output up and a ton of storage, over 1,000 watt hours of storage. So I'm going to have this in the van. What I like about it is it's small enough just to tuck away, hide it really easily. While I'm in Butlins, no one's going to find this thing. I'm just going to hide it away. If you're interested in the Bluetti, check out our in-depth review up there. And we've got a link in the description below if you want to check the latest price of it. And then obviously I've got the seat in the back, which turns into a bed. I can leave the roof down and just find somewhere on a quiet road. Probably go out for some food tonight. I'm hoping it's easy to find somewhere. And you'll be along for the ride. So let's hit the road and let's hit Lincolnshire. Will we make it to Skeggy? I don't know. Okay, before we start, let's have a look at the map and see where we gotta go. So I'm here in Birmingham area and we gotta go across to Skegness. So let's see how far that is. Skeggy. Directions. Drive. 3 hours it's saying. And we're going to go past Nottingham, up to Newark, and then past Lincoln, Rugby, Horncastle, and then on to Burgh Marsh, and then Skeggy. But I have noticed around Louth here we got Lincolnshire Wolds, this big area of green and an area of natural beauty. So it's saying 3 hours. It's about 5 p.m. now, 4:45, and so I aim to get there for around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So where am I going to stay? Now in this van it is possible to pretty much pull over anywhere, even in residential areas, put the blinds up, but there is this great website and app called Park for Night. So let's open that up. You can see with Skegness here, in the area of Skegness, we've got so many parking spots that are labelled. So I mentioned Horncastle. Around Horncastle, we've got a lay-by. We've got another lay-by. What I'm looking for is something close to town, where I can walk in, get some food, but not be too bothered. You know, I don't want to be hassled by people who see me sleeping there. And then you've got Skegness itself. And actually this might be the best one, because down on the seafront, we do have this South Parade close to this big recreational area here. And South Parade has this little area of road which is pretty darn cool. If I go back to Google Maps and go into South Parade and just show you what it looks like there, and down in this little bit, I really like this. So you got these sort of hotels which are sort of coming to the end of the season here, and this little bit of road here has all these parking spaces, and they're all free parking. And I think this is perfect with the bushes, the hedge and the trees, just to hide away next to some of these cars, and nobody's going to know about it. So if I find somewhere en route to Skeggy, that's all good, but I'm hoping that this place on the South Parade is what I'm after. So let's hit the road. I'll check in with you in an hour or so and tell you how progress is going. So just approaching Nottingham, there's real black skies up above, and I know the rain's going to come down. And it's got me thinking, and I was trying to think, why don't I go away in the camper van and do a wild camp in the camper van more often? I much prefer taking a tent and just sleeping out under the stars, but I know lots of people do take a van out and do this. I'm more of one, if I need to be somewhere overnight, I might go and stay in the van, but I don't tend to just do it for the fun of it. And I was trying to think then why that's the case, and I think what it comes down to is it's a little bit too easy. That's my main reason. I mean, this is a really nice camper van. I love it for going away for weekends, holidays in France or something like that. But for roughing it in a night, you know, it's easy, but it hasn't quite got that excitement. It's more of a guaranteed bed for the night. You can put it on someone's drive. Oh, lovely rainbow there. You put it on someone's drive and crash out, and you're not going to get in any trouble. And if it rains like it's about to now, you're not going to get soaked. But that sort of loses the mystique. It loses the adrenaline. Whereas taking a tent out onto the moors or into the mountains, it's just got a much better sense of adventure. And it's also much easier to find somewhere to camp actually in a tent, because you can just go into a field. There's never going to be anyone there. But when you've got a camper van, I mean, a road like this, there's no way of camping on it. Residential roads, yes, okay, you can do it, but I have been caught before. People can see the light, even with blinds, you can see the light on, so you've got to take more care, or find little spots like lay-bys where you can camp in the van. But then I get a little bit spooked, so that's one side of it. I don't get so spooked in the middle of nowhere in a tent, but I'm more frightened of getting knocked on the window when I'm in a lay-by or something like that. So tonight's going to be interesting. You know, I've got about 2 hours, 2.25 hours still to go. Probably going to stop for some food en route. Google Maps has taken me on a different route now, and I'm heading towards Boston. And so I'm going to miss that nice area of natural beauty in the Lincoln Wolds. So I've just pulled over. I'm in Grantham, Margaret Thatcher's birthplace. And just looking at the map, And I'm just, as it's getting dark now, I just want to try and work out, is there any suitable spots? So it's the A52 all the way to Boston, and then it's A52 all the way to Skegness. What I'm looking for is a little villages en route. So let's go to that Parkup home app, Park for Night app, and so really I just want to find on that route after Boston probably, is there any little village that might have a pub? The Five Bells, Butterwick maybe. Is there anywhere where I could stop? So let's have a look in around the Five Bells, because I know it's going to be dark and it's going to be tricky. That looks a nice little village, Butterwick. It's a great thing with Google Maps and Street View is you can have a look around in the daytime and see, could you park up somewhere? So that's some shops there. Might be tricky. I was hoping to get some fish and chips or something. So Londis is open till 8 p.m. and then I could go to the pub, but where could I stop for the night? That is the tricky bit. Along here, no way. This looks potential. See, I don't mind this sort of area, to be honest, where you are residential, but you're not directly visible on someone's house. This looks possibly good. Yes, there's that opposite. So, but I've got the Londis, I can get some food, and there's a pub in that village. So, Butterwick could be a bit of a go. So let's put that in now as the destination. 48 minutes from here. We'll have a look at it and then see what we think. Okay, see you soon. Let's get driving. We're about 20 minutes from the little village that I identified on the map. It had a pub, had a parking space where I think I could safely park up. So I am going to have a look at it, but I am still thinking get to Skegness tonight, purely because then I am where I want to be tomorrow. I can get started to work. It's a bigger place, Skegness, so I can get some food tonight and maybe a drink at the pub. And then in the morning, I can sit out in front of the sea and do my day's work, as long as I've got that phone signal data connection. But I am going to check out this little village now, and well, in 20 minutes, and we'll see what it's like. I hope I can show you. I hope it's not too dark, but I'll try and get the light and talk you through my thoughts. If it looks really nice, I'll stop there, because then it's only another 30 minutes in the morning to Skegness. So it wouldn't be Lincolnshire without a tractor! Right, we're 2 miles from the little village. I can't remember what the village is called, Bluebell or something like that. I'm going to jump past this guy and then... Oh, that was a mistake. I can tell I don't drive much. So the little village is called Butterwick, and we're just coming into it now. It's nice and rural, very flat, quite sleepy at the moment. I doubt I'll get my fish and chips. Maybe the pub is doing food. There's a big field there, very quiet road. Not gonna be loads of traffic, so that's good. Not going to be woken up, I guess, in the night. Kids running around there. Oh, here's the Londis. Okay, so that I just went past where I saw on Street View. I'm coming in from the other direction. So let's have a look at the pub. Here's the pub, Five Bells. what do we think? So there is a Londis, there is a pub, bar, snacks available. Doesn't look like foodie. Now the question is, do I want to sleep here when I can't get a hot meal, B, I'm sleeping on the main road, and then C, I'm still half an hour from Skeggy and I've got to drive it in the morning. I won't get the breakfast here. I'm thinking go to Skeggy. If the pub did food, I'd be right in there, I think, but I just don't fancy a sandwich or a sausage roll. Yes, I could get baked beans, cook it up in the van. I've got gas stove here. Actually, I think the gas has run out. So maybe not, I think. Guys, I'm gonna keep driving for another 30 minutes and hit Skeggy, the original plan. So this is the high street of Skeggy. Pretty quiet, not many people around. A few pubs though, a few food areas. And we're heading up to the seafront. Really close now to the South Parade where I originally planned to go. That's the main car park straight ahead there. Okay, so here are those places I saw earlier. What can we do? Actually, a lot of cars here, but looks like there's a space. Looks like there's spaces here, so this is good. Now, which way do I sleep? That's a bit slanty. I'm going to get in the back now and just get the blinds down and see what happens. Okay. So, here we go. All right, I'm going to film this now, just getting things ready. So, I've got suitcases down in here with my fancy dress stuff down here. So I'm going to shovel that in the front. Just to make more room. Suitcase, oh, that goes well between the seats. I've got the Bluetti here. But let's get these blinds down first. So the Marco Polo's got good blinds in the back and the back screen. What I'm gonna do is a nice little trick. I'm gonna put a blanket from the bed downwards to block anyone looking in. Back blind down, and this other blind down here. Nice, and then there's another one here above the fridge. Now I'm not putting anything in the fridge. Right, the Bluetti can go up onto the side here. So I'm going to use that for tomorrow. And my laptop's in the front. Got my water. To get in the Marco Polo, to get the beds flat, we need to take these headsets off. And then you just simply pull the bench forward and then put down the back. So let's get this bench forward. And then down here we got two buttons here. There's actually 4 buttons, but who's counting? That's good. Let's get the bed out of the way. Let's bring it forward a little bit more, just to give it enough room to go in. Down, down, down. So that one's flat. Don't know if you can see it. And that one's flat. So they're both flat. Then I can lift this handle and pull it back some more, and it moves into that. So there's a bench at the back. Now I've got 2 flat chairs here, and that bench at the back makes a really long downstairs bed. And I do love that about this van, that, you know, being fairly tall, both me and my wife can sleep here and my legs don't fall over the edge. And then up in the roof as well, there's another double bed, and it's the same thing. It's really long. So if you're a tall person, I think one of these vans is actually better than a massive motorhome, because often on those beds, when you're sleeping transverse to the motorhome, the bed is not big enough for a 6'4" bloke, and I often have to go diagonally or scrunch up. This bed stretch out. Right, so now we've got this topper. This is the way we do it. Just sleeping on the leather here is possible, but my God, does it hurt. You know, it's, as you get older, you appreciate a bit more of the comforts. This is simply a big chunk of foam. We've wrapped a sheet around it, like a fitted sheet. Actually, I think my wife sewed it up so it fits perfectly, with Velcro on the sides. You can take the sheet off, clean it. But this just sort of folds up as you're driving. We've got blankets and stuff on top, but it makes all the difference. So just pull this thing out, and there we go. Got a duvet here and some blankets. Let's get this rear blind down. Okay, that's that done. Whoa. Right, what next? Yeah, so one of these blankets is a new thing I was going to try. So you do get a blind in the Marco Polo, but it's a bit of a faff to stick it on the front window, and then it is clear that someone's camping in there because you've got blinds on the front windscreen and stuff. You want it to look a bit more like a normal car. My wife came up with this brilliant idea. It's probably an old one, but could just use this to block off the rear section, and the way to do it is just to tuck it in the roof. Really, really simple. So that bit there, that bit there, that bit there. Keep tucking. Don't want this to come in loose. And there we go. So that works brilliantly. Right, just need my sleeping bag now. What we do is we keep the sleeping bags in this cupboard here. There we go. Van Gogh sleeping bag. I think that's my daughter's, but she tough titties, so to speak. Pillow. All set. That is fantastic. That's all we need. So, bed made. Got my earplugs in the car. I I've got my earplugs in my bag, so I might have to go into the front and get those. But for now, I'm gonna shut this off, go for a little wander into town, find a pub, have a beer, have some fish and chips, and you're coming with me. And then we come back here to sleep. Let's go. So one of the symptoms of being a stealth camper is to recognise other stealth campers. Let's flip this camera around, just that purple van over there. That's clearly a stealth camper. So good on you, mate. Wonder if they'll be in the same pub. Awfully tacky, hate to say it, guys. Reminds me of where I'm from, Paynton in Devon. Our little social club. Yeah, very much seaside town. Like Torquay, like Paynton. Feels like being home. Right, where's Churchill's? Hi, can I have a pint of XB? Thanks. Perfect, thank you, cheers.
Calling for me, please, and half a barley and black, please.
So, cheers. Got my pint. Lovely little pub, really nice lighting. So I recommend the Churchill in Skegness. I'm gonna get this down and then go and search for some food. Maybe one more pint. I don't want too much. I'm working tomorrow, and then I'll talk to you when I'm back at the van and say good night. So cheers so far. Now, whenever you're stealth camping, you have to use the facilities on offer, and that might mean the loo. Stops problems later. So I've just left Churchill's pub. I've had 2 lovely pints of XL. The landlady called last orders, and I looked at my watch and it was 9:25. What the hell? I'm still on the search for food. Okay, so you can see where I am now. But look down here, that little heart where it says Meadows Sands, that's where I am camped. And right by it, D'Amato's Takeaway. This has to be one of the best pizzas, and it's right by where I was. Oh no, closes soon, 10 o'clock. No! Can I get there? Well, let's see how long it'll take to walk there. 13 minutes. Oh, just about make it. I don't know what to do. I think I've got to go for it, or at least find something open. What else we got? There's Tarantino's restaurant. That closes at 10:30. That's got pizza. It's a bit more restauranty. What have they got? They might have a beer and a... might try them if they're open. Where's the restaurant menu? Come on, show me the menu, Tarantino's. Oh, here we go. That's more reasonable. Have they got beer? Beer and pizza, that would work. Right, I might try Tarantino's pasta starters. Excuse me, are you still serving? Is it too late, or just after a pizza? Pizza. Yeah, is that pizza okay? Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Cool. Just a pizza. I can take it away if it's easier. Are you sure? Thank you. All right, brilliant. Thanks. Okay, this is the sort of stealth camping lifestyle that you've got to get used to. You basically wing it and try and get a drink, try and get some food, and sorted. What a great little Italian restaurant, Tarantino's. They let me in. It's like nearly closing. They're bored probably. Oh, beautiful, thanks. Sorry. Thank you. Now, I did ask for red wine, but they brought me this massive glass of white, but, you know, who cares? Cheers. Tarantino's, Skegness. Awesome. Love them. So I've just been to shake hands with the boss. A few boy racers nipped over there. That's where the massive car park is on the seafront. We're in a much quieter little spot here. So basically I've just got to get in without anyone seeing me. So it's literally a 5-second maneuver. Blip the keys, open the door, get in, shut the door, and then maybe blip the keys, but then I'm always worried the alarm's going to go off. Right, open. Can't even grab the handle. In. Yay! How cool is that? Hello, fair viewer. Wow. What an evening. What a day of entertainment. Let's grab one of these waters. Bottle of water. Knackered arm. Microphone. Now look, I've watched so many campervan, wild camping videos. Get the shoes off. So many, and it's like something's going to happen in the night. Someone's going to knock on the door. Something is going to happen. And I'm always amazed that they always get the camera at that moment of things happening. It's like, that's probably the last thing you're going to think. Oh, I've got to keep my audience enthralled and updated when someone's banging on the door. No, you're going to either poo yourself, or you're going to open the door, or you're just going to drive off. You're not going to grab the camera and start filming. I don't envisage any problems tonight. I am going to get these lights off as soon as possible. Well guys, got the podcast on, in the van, blinds down, charging the camera up with the Blue SE. No sign of anyone, no noise, it's quiet as a mouse, and I'm a bit tired. So I will see you all tomorrow. Good night. Okay, I've just been woken up by boy racers. Well, I say woken up, I can't about turn the light off. Oh man, can you hear this? This guy's revving it up on the seafront. It must be calm around it. People walking around. Probably not going to sleep a wink, I don't think. I thought it was quiet. Nice quiet spot. I think I can hear voices, but I think it's just people in the hotels behind just go, what the hell? There's nothing else to do in Skegness there, so I don't really blame the kids for going around racing. Oh well. I'm gonna put my plugs in and try and sleep through it. Oh, there's a car. Morning, campers. It's about 7:20 in the morning, and yeah, I slept okay. Not totally deep sleep, but all right. Absolutely no disturbances apart from those boy races just before I went to bed. I'm gonna get up. I need the loo. Yeah, always a little bit embarrassing, but I've got a little bladder buddy for liquid release, let's just say that. So I'm going to put that to some use, and then I'm going to go in search of some breakfast and a cup of tea and a proper loo, and then come back and get the home office set up. Well, good morning. Whoa. Yep, so this was my humble abode for the night. Let's have a look around. Yeah, so pretty comfy. See that little red thing there? Bet you got a few guesses what that is for. Managed to charge my stuff up, my cameras. You can see that blanket worked quite well to sort of cut off the cabin from behind. So if someone looked in, they wouldn't have known I was in there. Right, let's get those blinds up, get the bed up, and get the show on the road. Okay, put the seats up. Let's just kick them back. I pull that lever, hold on tight, and push. Instantly more room. Get the rug laid out. That's great. So the table for my work is going to come out here. Sorted. Got my power pack. Got my headphones. Got the car keys. So I'm good to go. I don't know if I'm going to work here. I wouldn't mind seeing a view of the sea. So first I'm going to get some breakfast from Wetherspoons, then I'm coming back here. I'll decide what to do work-wise. It's, what time is it? It's 20 to 8 in the morning. I want to be started work by 9ish. So I've got an hour to go and get a cup of tea. So that's what I'm going to do. Wow, unbelievable. I've got the beach to myself, seabirds, the sound of the waves. This is what working from home should be like. Home office, baby. Camping secrets. Woo! I love you, Skeggy. Well, I just found out that this is the only pretty much free parking in Skegness. So I'm going to work in here today. And I'm not going to move the van. Let's grab my laptop. Woohoo! All right. Shut that door. And let's set up shop. Let's put the Bluetti AC180 on, stick the inverter on so I can use my power pack to keep my laptop charged. So it's a 240 volt, but with a converter down to 12 volts. Let's plug that bad boy in. Where's with the music around here? Get my work hotspot on. Laptop is charging, brilliant. So let's log on to the hotspot. There we go. Have we got a signal? Yep, 4G, perfect. Emails should start flowing through. Let's get this coat off. Open the window. And we should be good to go. All right, I'll catch up with you during the day. It's, what time is it? 9 o'clock exactly, on work. See you later. So it's 12 o'clock, lunchtime. I've been working all morning. It's worked extremely well using the hotspot of my phone. I've had video conferences, I've done work, and I've been in a lovely place. Yeah, I can't see the sea, but it's proved to me again that this principle of working in a camper van is absolutely pucker. You know, mobile phone coverage now is so good that I think it's really good. It's inspirational in a way that you could basically go anywhere in the UK and work in one of these things. I've had a whale of a time camping out last night, a few drinks, and working away today. And I'm going to be doing this in the future. I really enjoyed the whole stealth camp thing. I'm going to go and get some food, work for the afternoon, head to Butlins. I might put a few photos from Butlins at the end of this video. And then I'll be heading home on Sunday or Monday. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to call it a day here with you guys and just say it's been a tremendous success. Hope it's been interesting for you to see how a stealth camp can go. And I actually recommend this spot in Skegness, South Parade, free parking. You can stay here all day, no hassle whatsoever, really quiet, apart from the boy racers at one point. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to this video. It really, really helps promote the video on YouTube. And I'll be back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.